I just don't know why I always have to deal with this. I just don't know why. I don't know why I have to get these feelings all the time. I mean, I constantly have them, but sometimes they just get worse than others. And I'm at a very sensitive stage in my life. I'm 24 years old. I don't have my life together. I'm trying to figure it out. I get stressed and anxious thinking about it. And then the negative thoughts just go down and spiral more and more. And like I said, this is something I've been dealing with a lot lately. I've been dealing with it a lot. I'm trying not to cry. But I'm at the stage of life where a lot of my friends, my brothers, just people around me, like friends and people I've known for years, they're moving on with their lives. They're in relationships. They have their careers, or they're figuring out their careers, and they get married, and there's just so much change happening. And I just think about myself, where I am, and then I just feel so I just feel like I'm so behind with everything, and then I start to feel bad about myself. And change has always been really hard for me, and I deal with this, and I've dealt with it my whole life. Any kind of change, whether good or bad, I just have a really hard time with it. I'm more sensitive to it. And at this stage in my life, there's just so many changes happening. So many changes. And it makes me feel scared and helpless. And I don't know. It's like everything familiar is now gone. And it's like sometimes I just wish I could go back in time and be a child again. And life will be easy, because growing up is not easy. And I'm having a really hard time with it. And, oh God, I feel these thoughts and I feel these feelings all the time, and they never go away. They never go away. And like I said, sometimes they're worse than others. Sometimes they're worse. But they're always there. They're always there. And I try to pray to God, and I try to ask Him to take these thoughts and feelings, because I start feeling all these bad things about myself and what I haven't achieved in my life and what I haven't accomplished. And then I just feel like a failure. And I'm real so tired of feeling like this. And it's just been getting worse and worse, and I feel like it'll only get worse the older I get. Without my parents and my family, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be here. I just really don't know if I'd be here, because they've been, my family for the most part, they've been real helpful and good. And I try to think about all the positive things, and I try to think about things I have overcome in my life already, and that I can overcome these other harder challenges. But it's just hard, because I deal with this all the time. And I might seem like I'm fine, and I might act like I'm fine, but I'm really not, and I'm just hiding everything. And so I just don't. I like to see other people who relate with me or struggle with this, because, like I said, I'm 24, I have not completed a college degree. I've done college off and on. I've already been doing it at a much slower pace. Long term wise, I'd really like to be a marine biologist. I love ocean life. I love marine life. I've always been passionate about it. But then I get all these doubts because I know it's a long road to just get the degree and all this school and everything I have to do. And I worry about, oh, well, I'm not going to have the funds to be able to do this. Or if I can borrow and do, borrow money, but then I have to pay it off. And I'm fear about having to pay that off the rest of my life. And if I do that and then I don't even get the degree or whatever. And so I'm afraid of that. And I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Because I watched my older brother, I've watched my younger brother, and then there's just me. I'm just like floating around, and I know I'm my own worst enemy. I know I am, because I'm so scared of like failure that it makes me not want to try. And I'm like so terrified of failure and just not making anything out of my life. And it's just scary. And all this change. Watching all my friends get married, graduated college, they had their degrees, they have their good careers and their jobs, they're married. And it's just hard for me to just pretend that everything's fine and for me to not feel bad about myself because I haven't achieved those things. And I hate that I feel like I'm always making these videos. But I'm the kind of person I like to try to be honest about when I'm struggling or whatever. To try to like just get it out and just get it off my chest. Because I feel like that helps me in a way. And if anyone else struggles with the same things I struggle with, I've always struggled with low self-esteem. And I've never really valued myself. And quite frankly, a lot of the time think I'm not good for anything. And it's so overwhelming, and it just comes on me. So like I said, I always have these thoughts. They never go away, but sometimes it's worse than others. It's just a lot. I just I want to have happy videos and I haven't done a whole lot of videos, and I feel like the last few I've done I've been sad or upset about things, and I have to hide it all the time. I hide it at my job. I act like everything's fine, hide behind a mask, and I feel like if I admit these things to people, that they'll judge me and they'll be like, "Oh, well, you're 24-year-old. You're still living with your parents. You haven't gotten your degree, whatever." Or just feel like everyone's just judge me, and then that makes me feel worse. It's like I'm already judging myself, and it's like I feel like if I were to be open and talk about what I'm struggling with, then people are gonna judge me even more, and then make me feel feel like more of a loser. And I just thought I'd share this. Not the 4th of July video I was anticipating, I hope everyone's having a good 4th of July, but I just don't know how to get these feelings to go away and these thoughts and feelings because they're always there and sometimes they're worse than others and they just come on real strong. Well, I've already made this video 10 minutes, so that's long enough.